Discrimination is wrong. And when that discrimination comes from those entrusted to educate our children and uphold the law, it is especially troubling.
Attorney General Jason Miyares is going after Fairfax County Public Schools for intentionally discriminating against Asian American students with the newly implemented admissions process to Thomas Jefferson High School for Science and Technology, or TJ.
The Office of the Attorney General notified Fairfax County Public Schools that they are in violation of the Virginia Human Rights Act and Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964.
The new policy, implemented in 2020, replaced standardized testing with what they called a holistic review. So instead, evaluating students on essays and other, quote, lived experience factors. Asian American representation among admitted students fell from 73% to 54% in a single year after the new policy's implementation. This despite the county increasing the number of spots available at TJ by 64.
That was not a coincidence. That was absolutely the intended outcome. This was not about expanding opportunity. It was about excluding and eliminating based on race.
The investigation brought to light internal emails and text messages among school board members, confirming that lowering the Asian population at the school was their intended outcome.
These are not words of fringe actors. These are not people just mouthing off on the internet. These are the words of the decision makers inside our public education system that's supposed to represent all of us. They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing was wrong, and yet they did it anyway. I am outraged.
Fairfax County Public Schools also hired an equity consultant from California at the price tag of $455,000 of taxpayer money for just 9 months of work. This consultant built a, quote, new equity-based standard at the school.
They removed the merit admissions test, and we, the parents, stood up.
Asura Namani, an immigrant from India, said the Fairfax County School Board decided to target Asian American families and students as scapegoats for their failed policies.
This was a fight for America because the war on merit is ultimately dumbing down of the United States of America.
Nomani started the Coalition for TJ back in 2020 when the new policy was put in place.
We are mostly immigrant parents who used education to be the great equalizer that it's been for generations in the United States.
Let's be clear. Thomas Jefferson High School was already, at that time, a minority-majority high school. But they determined it was the wrong minorities.
What Jason Miyares did today is bring life to our fight. And so now what we hope is that the Trump administration will follow up on its decision to stand up for merit and basically hold Fairfax County Public Schools accountable for its blatant anti-Asian racism.
The Trump administration has taken aim at schools that use race as a factor in hiring or educational decisions in violation of civil rights laws. It has opened investigations and threatened to withhold funding from universities and schools it says legally discriminates against white or Jewish students. Miyares stated both state and federal law are clear. Students cannot be treated differently because of their race.
Asian American students are not a statistic. They are the sons and daughters, neighbors, classmates, and friends. They are Virginians. And they deserve the same protection, dignity, and opportunity as every other Virginian.
The Office of the Attorney General is referring this case to the U.S. Department of Education and the U.S. Department of Justice for further enforcement of the civil rights law. I'm Amy DeLaura for Washington Examiner.